What is going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to TV and Me. I'm of course Kevin, and I guess it's time again for The Walking Dead. I am officially back after last episode, which, let's be honest, it was the hardest to watch in the entire series so far. For me personally anyway. You know, there's been hard episodes in the past with people dying, you know, torture pretty much, cannibals, but that episode was traumatic on a whole new level. Not only because people died, it was because of the psychological nature of it and the way Negan broke down Rick, a character which, you know, we know is a really strong character, and watching Rick fall apart like that was incredibly hard to watch. But I enjoyed the episode. It was a good episode to watch. I won't use the word fun, but you know, with a bit of reflection, I did enjoy it. Before we do get into the next episode though, instead of doing a big recap, because, you know, I put up that separate video, which was like a 20-minute long review, which is actually longer than some whole episodes I've done before in the past. So if you want to hear my thoughts about that, you can always go to that review. And instead of that, I'm actually going to go to a patron question, because I've not done one in a little while, and I promised one of my patrons I'd do one after this episode. So big shout out to Jack. Thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. And he asks, do you think anyone has ever had the nuts to stand up to Negan directly and punch him like that? I was thinking about this, and the way he handles his men, I don't think any of the current group has probably stood up to him before the way Daryl did. But at the same time, when you're trying to grow an army pretty much, when you're trying to establish yourself as the man in charge, I'm sure there were times in the past when people have crossed him, people have hit him, people have done things to him, and he's come out on top, maybe killed them, you know, smashed their faces in. I always feel like on the way up to the top, much like the governor on his way up to the top, there was always those conflicts, always those people that didn't agree with him. And, you know, it ended up with Negan coming out on top, or the governor coming out on top. So I think someone did hit him before, but, you know, maybe this is the first person in a long time. The other question was, how do you think Daryl will be changed by his actions, directly or indirectly, causing Glenn's death? Now, you know my thoughts on this. I went into it on the review. I don't blame Daryl, even though his decision to do what he did was very rash. And, you know, at the end of the day, maybe he didn't cause Glenn's death directly, because Glenn did have an outburst before that. Maybe Negan was chalking up to Glenn, you know, and saying, when I get the opportunity, when I get the one time when I can, I will kill you, Glenn. And it just so happens Daryl's outburst was the one that triggered it. But will Daryl feel guilty for it? I think so. Because Daryl is a character who obviously cares for people. You know, we've seen him with Carol in the past. When Sophia went missing, you know, he was the one out looking for her. He's got a heart. And, you know, the whole reason he punched Negan in the first place wasn't because he was doing something to Daryl himself. It was because he was waving the bat in front of Rosita's face after he had just killed the person Rosita loved, somebody she had affection for, and Daryl was frustrated by that, and that's why he lashed out. It might have a psychological effect on him, it might put him in a bit of a depression for a while, but at the end of the day, Daryl wasn't to know what was going to happen. Daryl probably thought that Negan was going to take his frustrations out on him and beat him or kill him. He didn't know he was going to do what he did to Glenn. So, yeah, he'll feel guilty for it. No doubt he'll carry that baggage with him, but again, Daryl is a character which I feel will grow, will get strong once again. It may take some time, much like Rick, but I feel like they are going to eventually come out the other end of this whole traumatic event. So with that out of the way, I guess we should get straight into this episode. A few of you have told me actually that this next episode, episode 2, is a bit of a relief from the previous episode. It's not as intense, it's not as crazy, and I might actually like this episode. So let's get into it. This is Season 7, Episode 2. Carol. After all the traumatic stuff that happened last week, you know, completely forgot about this angle of the story. Oh my word! That was a new one. So this must be like a new group, like Force. Oh wow, that's a cool shot.
How long have I been asleep?
2 days.
Where are we?
Doctor says you're healing up. Said it could have been much worse, but you had some luck. And you packed with the weapons? They wanted to lock them up. Seeing as they were helping us, I didn't argue. It'll be with them until we're ready to leave. They call this place the Kingdom.
So is this another place that Negan is like extorting? Or is this actually where Negan's from?
We got split up, you found trouble, I found you. That is all he knows.
Oh, who knows?
Man, I'm taking you to see the person who's in charge of this place.
Does this person have a name?
He's called King Ezekiel.
What?
King Ezekiel.
King Ezekiel. Here we are.
What the fuck?
Ezekiel has a tiger.
What the fuck? That's CG budget though. What the fuck?
I understand your concern, Sheba. You haven't met Carol, nor have I. But if she is a friend of Morgan, we shall consider her a friend of the realm until proven otherwise.
This guy's played too much
She's doing
tabletop
better.
RPG.
Thanks to you and your people, so...
You have been addressed by the king, yet you remain silent. Do I detect skepticism? Perhaps you think me mad. What do you think of the king?
It's amazing. And you're Sheba?
It's Shiva.
I don't know what the hell's going on in the most wonderful way.
As Morgan is aware, I encourage those who find respite here to enjoy the fruits of our grandeur for as long as they like, so long as they contribute. Drink from the well, replenish the well. Once you've healed, of course.
Of course. Of course.
Like the hospital.
Well said.
Work off what you take.
Park some chocolate in front of me and watch it go bye-bye, but pomegranates, it's just not for me, thanks.
Don't refuse the king's food.
If there's anything you want or need.
All I need is some more rest. Then maybe a hairbrush. No one told me I'd be meeting royalty.
What the fuck? I don't get it.
Your Majesty. I should call you Your Majesty, right?
You can.
It's a pleasure.
The pleasure is mine, Carol.
I like him.
Be well.
I like him. I don't care. It's crazy, but I like him.
Look, I know.
Shitting me, right?
No, it's a lot. He is,
Special.
I don't know.
Stop it. Stop this. This place is a damn circus. All of it. These people, this is make-believe. It's playtime. And you're just... And when you're not there to stop me, when nobody else is, I'll go.
You know I can't let you. No.
You'll what? It isn't up to you. It wasn't before in the basement. It wasn't at the library, and it isn't now. I don't give a shit if you think you found the secret to life.
No, I don't, and I haven't, and I know what I've started.
Well, that brought it crashing down to earth.
But I won't let you die out there. That's what I won't do.
Can we just stay here and not visit Negan ever again, please? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm definitely watching The Walking Dead.
Hunting what?
What was once captive to the farm now runs free in the city.
Holy shit.
Well done, Richard. It's just what we needed.
Do they feed walkers to their pigs?
We're herding them in. Why do they need bait?
Because I want their bellies full of rot. That's why.
Diane, retrieve the truck. We'll take our leave.
He's like a dungeon master. I feel like he's narrating the show.
Just as you and he have practiced. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna fuck it up, isn't he? Yep, he fucked it up. You fucked it up, boy. In the goddamn head.
May we one day see this curse. Till then, know that we live on in your place. Full, festive, faithful, and free.
Only halfway free.
Yeah, I think Negan's blackmailing them as well.
Has your friend trained you?
I don't know that I'm the...
Benjamin has shown aptitude with neither blades nor munitions. Perhaps his failings lie in the weapons. Perhaps it's the teacher. Or perhaps it's both.
Hey, look, you know, the man I shot to save Carol, the stick couldn't have saved him.
Has it saved you?
Yeah.
Young Benjamin will become an important member of my court. I need the boy to...
I hope he doesn't turn out to be a bad guy. Because he seems like the only bit of joy in this world at the minute. And I'm appreciating it a lot.
When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. My precious time, but don't think twice, it's alright.
Gentlemen, come with us. Both of you. We have matters of import to attend to.
Oh, shit.
Bring your gun, Morgan.
What we are doing here is a secret I keep from my people. Some see secrets as a privilege of ruling. They are burdens, not part of the reward. They are the cost.
Yeah, it's gonna be Negan's men, isn't it?
Our arrangement is something I consider with the utmost seriousness. We will fulfill our obligations on time, every time.
Yes, indeed you do. And you will. They look bigger than last time. That's good, too.
They were well fed. I made sure of it.
We appreciate your hospitality. Lucky for us, we brought 2 trucks.
So do you think they're feeding them, like, Walker body parts and meat to try and poison the saviors?
This is nothing. We've been letting you off easy.
You sure you don't have that backwards, kid?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Get fucked, little bitch.
Let him go. This is not what we do.
Free shots.
You swung, motherfucker.
I love this shit.
Gavin, tell your man to stop. Gavin!
Little fucking bitch.
He's been good to us. Taking up more than enough of his time.
He would have fucked you up, boy.
Same time next week, Ezekiel, all right? It's produce week, so produce. You got the list, not one bit less. Otherwise, you know, he's gonna have to go first.
That dude needs to die. He's on my list.
You've encountered them before?